Hi and welcome to MetJeffK.com. This is Jeff here with your 7-day forecast. Today is the 27th of June 2015. If we quickly look at the satellite picture, this is at 3:30 on Saturday, and we can see a weather front beginning to approach from the west, bringing some moderate to heavy bursts of rain into Ireland and some more drizzly rain coming into the southwest. And just look over to Europe as well. Look at those thunderstorms. These are really nasty, severe thunderstorms, and this is something which we've got to be prepared for as we go through next week with all that heat beginning to build. So looking at the GFS, and we can see low pressure in the Atlantic. This is actually mixed in with this lot is ex-tropical storm Bill. It's joined forces with other depressions, and it's still quite tropical. It's got a lot of tropical air mixed in with it, which is very humid, and it's got a lot of cloud as it goes over the colder sea, so we've got a lot of fog and sea fog mixed in with this, and it's something we're going to watch out for as we go through the week. But yeah, the rain beginning to push in to the north and the west today, and gradually extending itself across the country as we go through the night and into tomorrow morning, Sunday. So prospects for Glastonbury are maybe a dry-ish start, but rain quickly getting there before midday and lasting about a couple of hours. Mostly light rain, maybe one or two heavier bursts, I think. But thankfully the thunderstorm risk at the moment is died down, but there could be a thunderstorm during the afternoon. It's not on for cars at all, but generally speaking, Sunday's going to be wet in the morning and clearing up during the afternoon in southern districts. So if you look at my very slow computer, I'm afraid, going into Sunday, and we see the low pressure beginning to build now from the south. This is going to increase itself as we go through the week, building and moving north, and it will start to drag up, with the help of this low pressure system, some really hot air, which is actually over Africa. We've got an African plume beginning to move north across Europe. So as we go into to Monday, we've got this really hot air beginning to push north, but it's very humid air, so don't expect to see too much sunshine at first. Some low cloud in the morning on Monday, and some fog and sea fog in the channel beginning to lap the southern coasts and over the hills, and this gradually moving its way north. It's got some rain on it, but not too serious. It's mostly cloud. The temperatures quickly responding, even in the cloud, up to around 20 to 22 degrees, which is the low 70 Fahrenheit. So, and all that sort of mugginess beginning to take effect as well. So on to Tuesday, and my computer will let me do it. Yeah, so on to Tuesday, and we can see that high pressure now is beginning to build to the east, allowing this very warm plume to really start to get going. Low pressure, like I say, ex-hurricane Bill out in the Atlantic, beginning to pump all this warm tropical air north over the country. So yeah, in the west you could see some thundery showers already on Tuesday. These might extend across southern districts, say southwestern districts rather, during the evening, but most at risk really is Ireland and Scotland. Temperatures responding up into around about 24, which is about 75 degrees Fahrenheit. In the southeast actually could see temperatures up to 28 on Tuesday, which is 82 degrees Fahrenheit. So on to Wednesday, and we can see that the high pressure now is really beginning to take control, but look, low pressure now beginning to get in the flow of this all this heat, and this is something we've got to watch out for as we go through sort of midweek and into the latter part of these thunderstorms beginning to brew over the continent and then drift north towards Britain. And some of these could be very heavy, and localized flooding is quite possible. Temperatures on Wednesday up to 29 degrees in the southeast, more like 26 in northern Scotland. Still at 78 degrees Fahrenheit. Exceptionally warm for the time of the year. So going ahead to Thursday, and still quite a hot day on Thursday. Temperatures getting up to around about 29 to 30 degrees, which is about 86 degrees Fahrenheit in the east. In the west, more like 27, 80 degrees Fahrenheit. Still, that's very warm for the time of year. The low pressure system beginning to edge in from the west, and some thundery rain beginning to break out over Ireland and over northern Scotland. Rest of the country remaining dry, although again thunderstorms are likely to break out in the afternoon. So looking ahead to Friday, and Friday sees low pressure on the scene, with some of these storms quite heavy and intense, hail and thunder quite possible, and of course we could always get some localized flooding in the heavier showers. Still feeling quite humid, muggy, with temperatures on Friday up to 31 or 32 degrees, which is about 90 degrees Fahrenheit in the southeast, and around about 25 degrees over Scotland and Northern Ireland. So remaining very warm throughout, really. Let's go into Saturday. You can see that the low pressure in the west is beginning to make its presence felt, and if we look at the GFS rain pattern for Saturday, we can see this low pressure over Ireland beginning to push in. Now obviously, as it meets the very warm and muggy air, lots of thunderstorms are going to break out. Some of them are going to be extremely severe. I wouldn't at all surprise me see some localized flooding. In fact, some places could get up to 50 millimeters. It's quite possible on Saturday, so that's quite a lot. That's about 2 inches of rain, enough to cause localized flooding, of course. So beware of that, and quite severe lightning with these as well, with all that heat. And there's always a possibility that some tornadoes could spawn out of these storms. It's not off the cards by any means. I wouldn't say it was a high risk, but just beware that we could get some reports of tornadoes during Saturday. So as we go into now Sunday, well, low pressure is firmly on the scene in the north, becoming a little bit cooler here. Temperatures over Scotland, Northern Ireland and Northern England dropping down to around about 23 or 24. 24 is 75 degrees Fahrenheit, and the southeast hanging on to about 28, which is about 82 degrees Fahrenheit, with all that rain about. But there are indications that the heat could actually return. As we go into Sunday, it looks like high pressure is beginning to build over France and extend itself north, and again bringing this hot air which is over the continent across the British Isles again. So it's not all over yet by any means, and indeed, as we look ahead to Monday, we can see that the heat is really beginning to build now over the continent again. And in the south on Monday, we could get temperatures up to around about 29 or even 30 degrees, which is 86 degrees Fahrenheit, and more like 21 or 22 degrees Celsius, which is 72 degrees Fahrenheit in the far north. And I'll quickly go as far as this will take me at the moment, which of course brings us up to Tuesday. And yeah, we can see that we've got a repeat now of this high pressure beginning to build and push the heat north again. And of course, with that heat comes the added risks of some more thunderstorms. So yeah, looking not too bad actually over the next 7 days. Watch out for thunderstorms. We've got a sort of a caveat here with temperatures around about 30. It's possible that in one or two places could see 33 degrees Celsius, which is 91. And there are reports coming out that we could even see a 34, which is 93 degrees Fahrenheit. Incredible. That's something that we'll be keeping an eye on here at jeffreykay.com. So keep coming back to the website. And of course, we've got Wimbledon starting on Wednesday, so it's going to be quite unpleasant, I should think, with all that heat on the terraces. So good luck to them. But whatever your weather, enjoy it.